Alright, welcome back to Velocity Volume 3, benefiting the Movember Foundation. We have an awesome Pokemon Rumble Weekend Edition All GX stages run coming up by RDA. Come on in, welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm RDA. If you haven't heard of Rumble Weekend Edition, you're in for a treat. This is a fan game of Pokemon Rumble, and I'm ready whenever you guys are.
All good.
All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, so similar to Pokemon Rumble, we have about like a 5-minute tutorial section where I get to explain stuff. So Pokemon Rumble Weekend is a fan game of Pokemon Rumble, which came out in 2009. It was kind of a tech demo-y game made by the creators of Pokemon Channel, and it was used to try and test out this sort of art style and also this kind of game. It's just a beat 'em up style. It's not RPG really. You just go into stages, beat up Pokemon. Sometimes they'll drop, and go into battle royales and win the battle royales. The whole point of the game is to go into each battle royale and win. But for this game, Rumble Weekend Edition, there is a person by the name of Absol as his tag, or Absoltastic, and he got like all the code for this game and found out there was a lot of stuff that was hidden inside the game that is just not used, whether it was for like there was a time crunch and they just decided not to use it, or if they were going to use it in the future. They have models of every Pokemon from generations 2 and 3 and Arceus, even though those Pokemon don't exist in Pokemon Rumble. So he put them all in the game, gave them all their own unique cries, added moves, and added a new rank in order to put all those Pokemon into the game, which is called GX, which is what we're going to be doing. So this category is starting the game and getting to all of those GX stages and completing all of them in one segment. And there's 12 total GX stages. So we don't have to worry about any of the other stages that are in the game, like normal, advanced. We don't care. We just gotta finish the the GX stages. So it's a pretty interesting concept because generally, with most Rumble runs, you kind of have to do a similar route and concept, like rinse and repeat for each rank and difficulty. But this is very different. It's kind of crazy. So generally in Pokemon Rumble, you have to complete 3 stages in order to get the power that you need to enter the Battle Royale. What this tutorial is teaching us is this Rattata is going into the Battle Royale too early. And we need to get Pokemon. So that Pikachu is always going to drop. It's part of the tutorial. And we can't skip a lot of these animations, but we'll be able to do that after the tutorial. But on top of just having different passwords and just having different passwords mainly, we don't have to worry about going to as many stages in this category or in this game. For whatever reason, the Pokemon are just a little stronger in this just version of the game, I guess. And sometimes you can get the power that you need in the first room that you enter, or in the second room, sometimes in the third room. It is definitely likely to have similar RNG to what Rumble has, but more likely than not, we'll see at least one early power, unless I'm just jinxing it now. But we're going to the Pikachu for this fight. It's a little faster to do this fight. This fight is the same on any version of the game. Pretty basic stuff. There is some neat advanced tech to save a couple seconds in this section, but we didn't get any of those instances to happen. This is not a terrible move for him to use, though. And And I actually haven't tried collecting the Ivysaur and seeing if it would be the power. I doubt it would be, but you know, let's find out and see if it is. Pretty close. The power that we need to get in rank C is 100. So it goes 100, 200, 400, and then 600. But once we get to rank A, it's going to be a little different in terms of the power that we need. But this is Deoxys. This is a password Pokemon that he added into the game. It is Speedy, which is a special trait. It basically kind of acts like abilities. There's a lot of different ones in the game, and this one just raises the walking speed of any Pokemon. So I'm a Deoxys Speed with Speedy nature and agility. So this is like the fastest thing you could possibly get in the game, but it is also ridiculously like fast, faster than anything in the main Pokemon Rumble game. And I think the only other thing that is the speed is Ninjask, but I don't think it's. I think it's like at 5 points a little slower. So yeah, Deoxys is really good, and this is one of the main reasons why the categories are so much faster. He just it's melts these stages. The Usain Bolt of Pokemon Rumble, you could say, as well. We'll see if... Dang. 53, that was not good. So at any time we can get the power draw. Most likely it'll be the boss. I am going in particular stages and debating on, or depending on the length of the stage and also the defense of the Pokemon. Since I am like relatively strong, I don't have to worry about the defensive bosses as much as I would if it was like no passwords or something. But I do need to keep it in mind in some instances. Like I still want to go to Eternal Tower first in rank C just because it still took a lot of hits to kill the Marowak. But Eternal Tower is the shortest stage in the game, so you take what you can get. Oh, okay. That's Sparkly Machop. Dang. Whenever there's a Pokemon that has like that sparkly tint to it, that means it's always going to drop. So that's one of the indications that you can use. Ooh, that's another one. If it gets stunned. Oh wow, 148. Jeez. 148 is really good. That's a side effect of Rumble Weekend. So the reason I took a death here is because the only way to save what Pokemon that you actually collect is by either completing the stage or dying. And it's a lot quicker to just die when you get the power. So take that death and move on with our lives. So I'm going to use this Shaman. This Shaman doesn't normally come with Swords Dance. I'm not going to use it because it's not allowed to do that kind of stuff. It's like a New Game Plus type thing. But it comes with Seed Flare. So Seed Flare is really good. We don't need Swords Dance. Swords Dance is a thing you normally use and complete the game. But as you can see, Shaman's really strong. Seed Flare is a really strong move, and it also lowers defense. And for the type of move, it also has pretty quick like reaction time. Like you can react out of it pretty quickly, compared to a lot of other moves that are like this. So it's probably the best area of attack move. Really good. And we get Stab, all that fun stuff. So yeah, this is a powerful Pokemon, but this Pokemon is in Rumble, so we actually are able to use that one. Pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty nice. So for there's always like kind of a gimmick with the bosses in all the battle royales. So this one is a pretty simple battle royale. They get waves from each stage in the rank, and it's any Pokemon that are in that stage. You can get like 5 Magikarp, or you can get 5 Tentacruel. Really just depends. But also, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, definitely lost my train of thought. That's okay.
Alright, whilst you're getting your thoughts back, is it alright to plug the donation centers we have coming up after this run?
Oh yeah, go. You can definitely go read like donation incentives. I'm just gonna be gaming. Hopefully get the power earlier than normal.
Awesome, good stuff. So just to remind you all, we have Control Aim Send coming up after this Pokemon Rumble run is finished, and we do have bid wars going on for that run. Let's have a look. We have language bid wars, so you can choose between German, Spanish, English, and French, and we currently seem to have German winning with $97.52. If you really want to change up or add to it, please do. If you're not too bothered about, the language of Control, we have some other donation incentives for you. We have a Dark Souls 2 run coming up, in which we have an incentive of $40 to kill the Ancient Dragon. This dragon is widely regarded as one of the most difficult boss fights in the game. So, it would be pretty nice to bamboozle our runner if we had to make him face that Ancient Dragon. And just
Bamboozle him.
And just remember, all proceeds are going towards the Movember Foundation. It is a charity mostly centered towards men's mental health and physical health, suicide prevention, prostate cancer, and testicular cancer. Since 2003, Movember has funded more than 1,250 men's health projects around the world, challenging the status quo, shaking up men's health research, and transforming the way health services reach and support men. And thank you all so much for your generosity. Let's get those donations in and try and kill that Ancient Dragon.
That'd be sick. We love a difficult boss fight. Definitely love that.
We love making our runners really work for their runs here.
Yes. They're gonna submit. They're gonna definitely play some video games. So rank B is a pretty interesting rank. Like in normal Rumble. Oh, get the thing. Okay. So this is the only rank where in regular Rumble you can get the power earlier than normal. So you'd usually go to 2 stages and hope you get the power in this stage. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten the early power yet because I jinxed it, but we still have time to get it. We have one more rank where it's really a matter, I guess. After rank A, it doesn't matter. Is when it like really starts to show the differences of Rumble Weekend and Rumble. Because right now we're pretty much just doing what Rumble does, but with a much faster Pokemon. Oh, there we go. Okay. I do go into particular stages depending on like the Pokemon when I'm going for a power. So all the Pokemon in Fiery Furnace in this rank are pretty good. So I like to go here to get the power if I need to do that, because it's not really well understood, I guess, but there's just Pokemon that are better and they will be more likely to have a better power, and it's just based off of whatever the game decides, I guess. So that's why we go there, because Rocky Cave in rank C is good, but not good in rank B. This Battle Royale is unique. It's the most unique of all the normal ones, at least. There's 4 bosses in it, but they all show up at a different time instead of showing up at once. Okay. Oh wow. That move has such a large hit radius. Very good. This first wave is usually the most tricky part of the Battle Royale, and usually takes the most time. but they can always just like kind of walk towards you, and that was always helpful. So I usually try to get this this golem done first, just because I have the shaman. Otherwise, I go for the Alakazam, but since I already have one boss done, I don't really have to worry about any of the other ones. If they're in the way, they'll get hit. You can kind of use the bosses to your advantage, like a little bit. Like if you keep Alakazam or Gengar alive for when Machamp shows up and they use an attack on him, then it can be somewhat useful. But it's very situational, and it's more likely that you'll just hit them. That's okay. I'm gonna go back into our Deoxys because we were gonna go into them anyway. Machamp has a very good move. So fighting types are very, very good in this game. Fighting types, normal types, flying types, some psychic types, they're just really, really good for kind of no reason. The moves do a lot of damage, and since they have stab, it's just even more damage, and it's a whole thing. So yeah, generally you'll see a trend of like those normal types, whatever the case. Fire types are also pretty decent. Shaman's like literally the only good grass type. I think. Can't think of another one. It'd also be pretty nice to get the early 400 here. I'm pretty sure you really only get it if it's the boss to drop, but any of the bosses can be it, of course. So we'll just see what happens. My estimate, I think, is an hour for this category, but the game or the category itself can probably like sub 40 minutes if you just got like really good RNG. So it's a pretty pretty interesting game to like submit to marathons and to show off to people, because it really is just a luck of the draw. If something drops, and then it's the power. A lot less. I wouldn't say it's less consistent, because it still works. Like the route that we use with Rumble and Rumble Weekend still works. It's just a toss-up if you're gonna save more time, I guess. That's a Pokemon speedrun for you, though. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but these three stages on the right, Windy Prairie, Eternal Tower, and Fiery Furnace, they're all the shortest stages in the game. So since we're using Deoxys, we're just not going to go to the other stages unless we're grinding for Pokemon, because it doesn't matter about the boss fights. Excuse me. So something that is kind of neat is that the patch that I'm playing on is the newest patch of the game. Probably the last one. Maybe I think you might add like one more patch. But patch before this was the one that was out for a while, and the Pokemon that were in GX were really weak. They're about like 300, 400 power. So they weren't really useful to the speedrun. They were just kind of there, so it was just the stage. You'd get to the stages and do it fast. But now that the Pokemon are a lot stronger, he made all the Pokemon a lot stronger. Not only has it affected this part of the run, of course, but it also made just playing through GX a little bit more challenging, because a lot of the Pokemon are really strong. And since we're doing this from a new file, the Pokemon that we have saved onto our Wiimote aren't their max power. Oh, nice. So, whenever you save a Pokemon to the Wiimote, you have to maximize the power that it is. So the power of Deoxys is like 2200 or something. Once you get to basically EX mode on a file, you can save anything onto your Wiimote and then play it on a new file, but it always capped the power to one number below the power that you need for each rank. So it's $3.99 now. Once we beat the Battle Royale here, it'll go to $5.99, so on and so forth. But since that power buff that he added to the game was a thing, we're going to find a way to kind of abuse the system a little bit. And we'll get into that after this Battle Royale. This Battle Royale is very basic. So, yeah, if there's like donations or anything, feel free to chime in. I'm just... Oh my gosh! Just got comboed. That was crazy. Okay,
Alright, let me just refresh my page real quick. I see one. Crazy. I see one. Okay, we have $2.80 from our good old Sanjan saying, "Future bruh moment number 3." And I do believe that has gone towards the Dark Souls 2 name the character as Sean bruh. So thank you very much for that donation. And do not forget, we still have that Ancient Dragon incentive up. I really want to push this one. I want to see a dragon get slain.
Yeah, kill that dragon.
Add the frames, kill the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, the frames need to be added, man.
Yeah.
Don't you want it to look like nice and crisp?
Exactly. You know, we're gonna add loads of frames per second by killing this dragon. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah. The walls on the Battle Royales are very weird. They do a lot of damage to all the other Pokemon if you hit them into it, but they don't do that much to you. But if a Pokemon does a move into the wall, for example, at the beginning of this Battle Royale, a Graveler did roll out into the wall, and when that happened, it bounced him back towards me, but I still got hit by that rollout hitbox. So you have to be kind of careful of that. It's really annoying. It happens, like, you get hit by those a lot of the time. So now we're using Seed Flare. Seed Flare does very nice damage. If you get the defense drop early, it's very nice. If you don't get the defense drop, it's kind of dumb. On the bosses, at least. Alright. So now we're gonna play the video game much differently. So since he added 2 modes of GX into the game, he added one in normal and one in advanced. The way he added it was once you got to S rank, you got a trampoline that led to GX. So this GX is the first one. We're not gonna be here that long. The main reason I'm here is I want to get the power that I need to enter the S rank Battle Royale. But if I get good enough RNG, which should happen if I go into the boss fight here, I should be able to get an unknown that is 1600 power. Now I want that because if I get a 1600 power unknown, I'll be able to enter all the Battle Royales in advanced that lead up to the next GX stage, or the next GX like trampoline. So I don't have to do any of the advanced stages. I just do all the advanced Battle Royales, get to the next GX trampoline, and move on with my life. So it's a really nice time save. I didn't get 1600, it's a little unfortunate. Actually, wait. Oh wait, I actually think I need 1500. I think I'm just forgetting the number. So I think 1500 is fine. If it's not, it's definitely okay. It's very easy to just come back and get the power we need. So we're gonna die because we're not really that strong. Better just to come back here when we're a lot stronger and fight the boss. These stages are all very short, so we don't have to worry about them that much either. So the only way to leave GX is by going to this main menu. So we go to the main menu, I like to go into Deoxys because we have to do some walking all the way back to S rank. Oh wow, we got the power. Wow. Wow. Look at that, guys. It's crazy. We could also use the unknown. They start with no moves, but you can buy moves for them. But it's about the same as using using Shaman, like about the same. It's probably like a somewhat viable to use him in this battle royale, but once you get to advanced, the Pokemon are just a lot stronger, so it kind of doesn't matter that he's that power. It's kind of funny. It's mainly because Unknown isn't a good Pokemon. Ah, dang. This wasn't great placement. That's okay. This battle royale is honestly not even that bad. The Pokemon are really strong, and that's what makes it kind of difficult. But they don't actually really spawn that much after the first wave. So like once you get past the first wave, you're pretty much fine until you get to the birds. Just gotta make sure you don't get hit by the birds. There's a neat stun lock that we can do, maybe. Let's see if I can get it. So all these have like a pretty decent move. Zapdos is probably the easiest one to can't think of the word. Take advantage of, I guess. Okay. But we just need to get rid of one of the birds. We got a defense drop on all of them. That was really nice. But we just need to get rid of one of them in order to spawn Mewtwo. And then once Mewtwo shows up, I just kind of chill. I like to just kind of stand in a particular spot and let Mewtwo do attacks because he does really strong attacks. Right now, these guys are just trolling me. What are you doing, Zapdos? Okay. Alrighty. So that'd be the end of normal mode. We did it. Credits round 1. we unfortunately can't skip this part. We'll be able to skip all the other, like, we don't actually have any other credits that we'll be seeing, but all the other end credits or whatever in advance of EX, you can just skip it all. So that's kind of nice. It's not that long, so we're chilling. Hopefully people are donating to slay the dragon.
I hope so too. I'm gonna exclamation point donate in the chat right now as our marathon organizer is trying to sort out Nightbot. Just ignore that. Technical issues happen all the time, and I have the hiccups.
Nightbot's epic. I always forget Nightbot exists, and then I remember it exists.
It likes to remind you at the worst possible moments.
Okay. Also, Awada heart at the end of the credits. Love to see it. So the Wonder Key is kind of like this weird mascot of Rumble. You don't see it too much in the first one, but in Rumble Blast, which is the second Rumble game, you'll see you will see a lot of stuff talking about the Wonder Key and stuff like that. It's kind of weird, but the Rumble, like all the Rumble games after this, after like regular Rumble, are pretty different comparatively. Especially as you got to the newer ones like Rumble World and stuff like that, Rumble Rush. I don't know if you guys remember Rumble Rush. But this is definitely my favorite iteration of Rumble, and Rumble Weekend is just an extension of it. It's great. Yeah, I'm just biased though, who knows. The community is actually pretty active for all the games, including Rush. Even though the game is dead, people just like kind of chat about the game possibly coming back and stuff like that. So if you ever are curious about like any of the Rumble games, including this one, feel free to join the Rumble Discord. Is quite the family over there. There's a Eevee up in the corner. I think it was an Eevee. Yeah. So the power that we needed for advanced goes 1,000. So obviously a much higher power jump than what we were dealing with in normal. Pretty much once you get to advanced, you can't use anything that you collected in normal mode, which is really funny. But so we need 1,000, and then we need 1,200, and then 1,500, and then 1,800. So yeah, I don't know why I was putting 1,600, but we got the thing. It's okay. And obviously, this is much different than what we normally see. All the advanced battle royales are pretty unique from one another. I don't think any of them are similar. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Yeah, none of them are really similar. The one that has the most similar, like, the formula is rank A, I guess, and rank S, I suppose. But they're a lot harder, so you play them a lot differently. Yeah, we had to fight all those Rotoms. But we don't have to go into any of the stages, which is really funny. This is basically what would happen if the password Pokemon like didn't have the power caps. We just enter all the ranks and just go. Oh wow, we got the power. Wow, that's epic. Rank B is a pretty interesting rank when you're doing the stages. We don't go to Eternal Tower like ever in rank B unless you have to. The boss is Bronzor or Bronzong. Bronzong? Yeah, I think it's Bronzong. And he is bulky. And very much not worth it, even though the stage is short. So you go to Silent Forest, or yeah, Silent Forest. It's pretty interesting. It's like a nice testament to show like how much different. Wow, show how much different the stages are from each other. Because even Silent Forest is just like I think there's an extra room. Like it doesn't even make sense. The stages on the right are just so much short or longer, or left. Sorry. Get all my words jumbled up. So the way that this battle royale works is these first two bosses show up, and then the last two will show up. But we have to just worry about killing the wave Pokemon. I don't really worry about the bosses unless they're like attacking me, obviously like this. I like to stay somewhat close to Bastiodon just because Bastiodon has a lot of health and takes forever to kill. So you kind of want to keep continuously hitting him if you can. That was actually pretty good. Bastiodon is also kind of scary because he has a fast move. So you just have to be careful about that. Woo! Woo! Threading the needle. This was interesting. Machoke is just chilling. Alright. Good job, Machoke. So we have one more rank of just doing the Battle Royale, and then we'll get to the GX stages. And once we get to the second round of GX stages, that's where we're not going to do any more Battle Royales. So that's cool. We'll get to actually see some Generation 2 and 3 Pokemon, maybe even see an Arceus, because he added both or all three of those instances. So because all of those things were in the game's code, but just wasn't in the final product. And I believe he added all the forms of Arceus too. Pretty crazy. Very, very hard work, and it paid off. It's a really, really good product. There's a lot of categories for this game. I'm a big speedrun nerd, so I like quick categories, just category extensions and stuff like that for Rumble. But this game has a lot of collect them all categories specifically, because that's kind of the reason the game was made, was to collect them all and, you know, see all the shinies and stuff like that. So I wanted to really emphasize those, that side of speedrunning. And just in Pokemon Rumble's history, the collect them all and complete the game 100% and stuff like that, those categories have gone through a lot. And collect them all has like an actual meta, which is really crazy to think about, because it's a WiiWare Gen 4 side game, but it is definitely developed in a lot of ways. It's cool to see it now in the final product. Pretty much, I'm able to show it off and however I want. Oh my gosh, these Scythers are trolling me. Okay. Bonsai is like one of the best AI, because they'll always space themselves right far enough to where they can't get hit, and then they start using their move. So if you like don't hit them in time, they will not get hit by your attack. They're so smart. I don't know how they do it. Okay, fine. This battle royale is relatively difficult because of the bosses just alone. Probably dead. That's okay. So I won't be Deoxys anyway after this. But all the bosses in this battle royale, so like the starters, they do a crap ton of damage, including like especially Torterra. Torterra is like will two-shot you if he hits you both like times. It's really, really crazy. So you have to be a little careful with them. That was really good for the most part. But now we're gonna get to the GX stages, because we don't have to be advanced in order to get there. All right. So similar to rank or to normal, we go to rank S, and then the trampoline on the left is the GX trampoline. So all of these stages have a mixture of the Gen 2, 3, and I could possibly get Arceus as well. All the Pokemon, even the legendaries. The bosses are different. There's usually like a pool of two to three, I think. I think it's usually just 2. But generally, one is a lot better to get than the other. So hopefully we'll get one that is not too bad. I also would I'm trying to get something that's kind of good for fighting, because my power is capped right now. It's capped at 1799 instead of being 2200, because I haven't beaten it advanced. So that's kind of where the challenging section of this comes in, because I'm still not that strong comparatively to all the other Pokemon in this GX, especially. So I just need to make sure I don't die, mainly. It's usually not that difficult, but getting Pokemon for like in these stages specifically for fighting is sometimes really helpful. There's moves like close combat. There's other ones I'm forgetting, but there's just Giga Impact is another really good one that you can get just from like random Pokemon. Just anything that's a really strong Pokemon, because all these Pokemon are going to be all of these guys are going to be around like 1500 to like 2000 2000. But the goal for this category is to complete all the stages in GX, so I don't necessarily need to collect everything. I just kind of need to get through it. So for Bright Beach, water types and grass types are not that great in this game, so I generally don't really want them. So I'm kind of basing my route off of what stages are have Pokemon I don't really care for, but also what stages have Pokemon that I do care about. So I went to Fiery Furnace first because it has a possibility of giving me Pokemon that could help me. I didn't really get that, so I want to make sure I get some of these stages that can possibly have big bulky bosses. I want to get them done. Crobat's good if I can go with Crobat. I'm gonna try and I try to save the top 2 stages for last. Usually what I do. And that's just because the bosses for those stages, I'm pretty sure for, oh no wait. So for Silent Forest, you can get a different boss, but it's a lot more rare to get it for some reason. So usually we get Slacking, but for, ooh, Salamence. But for Windy Prairie, we can get a couple different bosses. I think you can get like 3 of them actually. 3 different ones. Regirock is interesting. We're getting all the Reggies. Still not getting anything to drop, which is fine. Our Deoxys is fine. It's mainly to help in this the GX stages in normal. It'll help like kill the bosses a little quicker, but we're still a lot stronger now. This is probably my favorite stage in GX, probably. Because it has a lot of cool Pokemon and the bosses are cool. You can get either Ho-Oh or Rayquaza. Oh wait. And also they for these stages for the GX and advanced, they added like the maximum amount of rooms that you can get in a stage. Because with each rank, it grows, like it adds like another stage or 2. So a little bit smart about, oh, dang. Okay. I think Ho-Oh is a little bulkier than Rayquaza, but that is okay. Yeah, that's confusion. We can get some pretty decent Pokemon in this stage too. Again, normal types are busted. But I'm pretty sure the bosses can range from Dialga, Palkia, and Miltank. The Holy Trinity.
The 4 legendary beasts of the Sinnoh region.
Yes.
Miltank, Lord of Milk.
Oh man. That is the other, that's what's, oh wait, that's shiny! Let's go, dude! I'll get the shiny. For the fans.
Poggers.
Okay. So actually, I was in a marathon run like an hour and a half ago, in another marathon. I was doing Rumble, and I got a shiny in that too. So that's pretty cool. Also, we got Miltank. That's the best boss to get. He's definitely the least bulky of the 3.
Of the 3 Sinnoh gods.
Yes.
Sorry, 4 Sinnoh gods, rather.
Yes. Can't forget our Lord and Savior Goat. Alright, we got a shiny Skarmory. That's kind of cool. Very cool. So the odds for getting shinies in this game is, I'm pretty sure, like the same that you would normally get in a regular Pokemon game. But since the amount of Pokemon is a lot higher, you're more likely to get those shinies. And whenever people are doing shiny hunting, they use 4 controllers. Because I believe when you do that, it makes it more, like, I think it adds more Pokemon to each stage. So that's a neat little strat that, like, shiny hunters do. They'll just have 4 Deoxys running around. It's really funny. Because this game does have multiplayer, up to 4 people. It was kind of one of the main things that it was advertised about, but, you know. Slacking is is this boss. We can also get Celebi, but Celebi, I think I've only gotten Celebi like twice. Alright, so that's all of the stages here. The Battle Royale trampoline that it shows at the top, it just leads to Silent Forest, so we don't have to go there. We'll go to Terminal, and then we're going to finish the last 6 stages. Go back to normal. Nice, Skarmory, what's up? Oops. Go to GX stages, and then we will complete them. This is the only stage in normal mode that has an extra room. Oops. I don't know why. I don't really know why, but it just does. And the way that he made it so that you like can get all the unknown pieces, whenever you're like doing collect 'em all or something like that with this game, if you sell 5 of a single Pokemon, you'll either get the evolution or the pre-evolution of that said Pokemon. So if you sell 5 unknown, you'll get a random letter. So that's how you get all the like other unknown in the game. There's also like ticket combinations. So if you sell a Lapras and a Vaporeon, for instance, you'll get a Fione, and if you sell 3 Fione, you get a Manaphy. So that's like a thing you have to do in collect 'em all. So there's like really neat, just like. Not side quests, but just extra things to do in the game. A lot of content in this game. Okay. And we're also getting pretty close to being done. I just have to finish these last 3 stages, and once I touch the trampoline for the last stage is when time is. So I'll let you guys know. This is the first of the last 3.
Do you have time to plug the charity just a little bit more?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Fantastic. So just to remind you all, we are benefiting the Movember Foundation. All proceeds will go directly towards the Movember Foundation. It will be benefiting men's health, suicide prevention, prostate cancer, and testicular cancer. Prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in men in the United States. Globally, more than 1.3 million men are diagnosed with prostate cancer each year. As for the rates on suicide, in the US, the rate of male suicide is alarmingly high. 3 out of 4 suicides are men, and we cannot sit back and accept this. Movember looks at mental health through a male lens, focusing on prevention, early intervention, and health promotion. They're working towards a world where men take action to be mentally well, spotted by those around them, and massive GGs, my dude.
GG.
Woo!
It's a very sudden end of the run, but yeah, that's all the GX stages, guys.
That is way behind estimates, so that is absolutely fantastic as well.
We got good RNG, good enough RNG. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is a pretty chaotic run. Thank you for doing this for the particular charity. I actually, all of these health issues are very relevant in my life, so I'm glad that I could be helping the cause by showing off the game. Thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to play this game or learn more about it, join the Discord. It has all the resources you could possibly want. And again, I've been RDA. Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome, that concludes our Pokemon Rumble speedrun, but don't go anywhere, we have a Control Any Percent next, and after that a Dark Souls 2 run, so sit tight, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show when we come back from this intermission.